Hi, my name is Genie. I'm a goal setting coach, and this is a podcast, Dreams to Reality. So, Dreams to Reality is a podcast based on a book, Dreams to Reality, The 4 Keys Living the Life of Your Dreams. You can check it out on Amazon. It's about literally the 4 keys to manifesting. But the topic for today is about the Superconscious Recode or the Magnetic Recode. So actually, sometime in 2021, around the time of the pandemic, the height of the pandemic, I discovered it's sort of like in between clearing and subconscious reprogramming, but it's not hypnosis. So I discovered MAP method, Make All Things Possible. It's by Colette Stryker, and I was part of that group. It's a mastermind group, and I received coaching and clearing, and I was part of that group for maybe several months, and so I was familiar with how it worked, about the levels of mind, the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and then the superconscious. So Colette Stryker is a psychotherapist and has been working in the field of psychotherapy, and she discovered, along with Gary Flint, actually it was Gary Flint that discovered it, but then she developed it more, basically working with a higher level of your mind, which is the superconscious mind, to pinpoint exactly at one point in time when you were stuck. So, and then sometime this year, like mid of this year, April or May, I discovered Chris Duncan's work. And Chris Duncan is a student of Colette Stryker, and he essentially uses the MAP method, but he calls it Magnetic Recode because he adds his own twist to it. And that's how we come up with a Superconscious Recode. Basically, the premise is there's 3 memories that we have. So there's the unconscious mind that has the memory. It has memories from our birth all the way to the present moment. And then we have the conscious mind or conscious memory, which remembers essentially, when we were self-conscious around maybe the age of 3-4 years old, when we started developing like our own personalities, and we remember more and more of who we are, what we're about, and we start to develop like our own, basically like our own personalities, preferences, and we start remembering like, when I was 4 years old, this is what happened, and until now we are conscious. Maybe I don't know how many times we are conscious in a day, but sometimes we do go into automatic mode, or when we do tasks automatically, and that is the realm of the unconscious mind. So basically what happens in a day-to-day life, we fluctuate between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So we may do things automatically, and then we can sometimes be conscious of what we're doing and sometimes not. So the conscious mind is only aware of a certain portion of, it's only aware of what it needs to be aware of at a given moment. And when you direct the conscious mind to maybe recall memories, it will, but there's certain memories that they will just resurface when it gets triggered, or there's just certain cues or prompts that causes memories to bubble to the surface. But of course, we cannot remember exactly maybe what we ate like 5 years ago at 10 a.m. or something. It would be impossible to remember that, but the unconscious mind stores all of that memory. And the thing is, if you use this knowledge for goal setting, it's very powerful, because you will remember exactly like how you got stuck, when you got stuck in a particular like event in your life that is still currently affecting you at this present moment. So the superconscious mind is the part of our mind that we all have access to. We can access this maybe through prayer. We can access this through meditation. Some people access this, people connect to this thing, this higher self all the time, maybe. But then the Superconscious Recode, magnetic recode, or the MAP method, essentially, we'll just call it Superconscious Recode, essentially is telling the superconscious mind, which is connected to the field of infinite possibilities, the field of information. It's connected to all information, human information, non-human information, and also information from the 7 generations before us, and maybe even 7 generations after us. So it is connected to this field. And the thing is, when you use this for goal setting, it's very powerful, because especially when you use it for goal setting, because it will exactly, if using prompts and there's a specific way to do this, and I can't really tell you in exact detail, because this is someone else's work, and you have to be. I will provide a link below if you're interested in becoming a student, or if you're interested in doing the group coaching with me. Definitely, I'll provide the resources on the show notes. But there's it's a process, and you have to learn this process essentially to tell your superconscious mind, give it commands, and say superconscious, what is blocking me from getting from point A to point B? And you essentially train it to train the other levels of your mind to see or pinpoint the exact moment in time when you got stuck, and what essentially made you get stuck, and why you're stuck, And so now this is where Colette Stryker's and Chris Duncan's work is different, because Chris Duncan only uses it for goal setting, for achieving your goals, but Colette Stryker does it for psychotherapy purposes, to heal people. And there's definitely uses for psychotherapy. Definitely people need this type of work, this advanced work, they need it. But to the people that only want to get from point A to B, you can also use the magnetic recode using Chris Duncan's work. So his premise is, people have, especially in the self-help world, people get stuck in trying to fix themselves, oh yeah, I'm going to use Superconscious Recode to fix myself. But you're actually doing yourself a disservice, because you don't have to fix yourself. You just need to focus on where you want to go. And so essentially, and this is where Chris Duncan's work is really in alignment with my work, because I work with 4 levels, the 4 keys, basically. Clarity, clearing what gets in the way, reprogram your subconscious mind, and taking aligned action. So this is one of the best tools that I've used to clear, and also to retrain my unconscious mind, so that I can achieve my goals, and will stop procrastinating, stop self-sabotaging myself, and just continue on with achieving whatever I set my sights to. And some people get stuck because they can use the Superconscious Recode to just fix themselves, and yeah, I see a problem, I need to fix myself. Oh yeah, I really want to achieve this dream or goal, but then I need to fix myself first. I have to be perfect first. And if you use it for that, if you use this technology for that, or this technique or method for that, you won't really go anywhere, because the Superconscious Recode, at least the magnetic recode part of Chris Duncan's work, is all about why are you stuck? How can we get unstuck? let's pinpoint the exact moments in time that you're not conscious of right now, but we can be conscious of using the Superconscious Recode, because it sees all things. And then we can pinpoint, once we can pinpoint, like, yeah, that's where you're stuck, then we can clear that one, clear what gets in the way emotionally, and then we'll just get to your point B, So it does help a lot with removing that huge obstacle or boulder, the reason why some people are not even starting what they're supposed to be starting at, like they have a business but they're not doing anything yet. That could be a major block that using a Superconscious Recode might help with. So it's definitely worth a try and a shot. And I do discuss the process, and I do share some of the group coaching that I've done. I think I have 3 or 4 videos on my YouTube, and but that's the only one of the keys of the 4 keys, because once you've cleared yourself, you still have to take action, and how you take action will really determine the trajectory of your life. So I do have a course as well, the 4 keys, and I talk about like how to achieve clarity, how to clear what gets in the way, and how to reprogram your unconscious mind, and how to take action the right way that is in alignment with your goals. So I have like a whole course there. It's at stan.store/mysticgenie88. So MYSTIC Genie GENIE 88. And then I also have a TikTok, Mystic Genie at Mystic Genie 88. Also have a YouTube, Genie Hermoso. So there's a lot of information. And definitely Superconscious Recode is just one of the technologies or techniques or methods that you can use to help you get unstuck. But there's many more things in between that needs to be in alignment. But definitely the Magnetic Recode or Superconscious Recode is one of the best tools that I've used to get unstuck on the bigger obstacles. But then also you still have to retrain your unconscious mind so that it works for you rather than against you. I'm also certified hypnotist, and I do have a hypnosis program over there. Thank you very much for listening. This is short and sweet podcast. Listen to my other episodes as well. I do provide a load of information, and I am going to be posting regularly every Saturdays. And do email me if you have questions or comments, or if you want me to discuss a topic. So it's homeofgenie@gmail.com, HOMEOF Genie GENIE @gmail.com. And I will be discussing more important topics that's related to the 4 keys of manifestation. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening.